What's up guys, Flukey Media here, back with another video. It's been a fucking while. It's been like 8 months since my last post, but I thought I'd fill you guys in. I know I said that I wouldn't do another update video like this, but hey, shit happens. The car looks a lot different now. I'll pan the camera around soon, you guys can see it, it's right in front of me. But yeah, I'll just get started with listing off the shit that I've done to it in the past 8 months. The list is long. Alright. So as you guys can see, it's had a full Series 3 conversion. Redone the two-tone on the bottom to how I wanted it. On the green peas now as well. Had the fucking sticker refurbishment, got rid of all the shithouse ones and then actually put some that I like on it. I've kept the same wheels, but I am looking to get some new ones. What other shit have I done to it? It's lower in the back now. It's got coilovers in the back. So me and my mates were over at my place, and one of my mates stripped the bolts on one of the coilovers, and we spent like 30 minutes trying to get it off. But this is probably all I'm going to say with this angle of the car. I'll move to some different angles of the car so you guys can get a look, and then we'll just talk about the other shit that I've done to it. So as you guys can see, it's had the Series 3 front put on. It's a mix of different whites, because when I did it, I kind of scanned myself when I got the color matching paints instead of the just normal spray paint. So I spent like 80 bucks on the front paint when I could have just spent like 30. When I put the front end on, it was kind of just a thing of my mates adjusting it while we were hanging out, and I'm just like, you know what, fuck it, let's do it. So the car had like a red front end for a while. I'll put a picture up of what that looked like on screen. But yeah, it looked kind of shit for a while. And then I decided to paint it like some weekend. So I spray painted the entire front end white, but I kept the black bumper, and I'm like, oh, you know, I might as well just do the black two-tone. So the next day I went and I bought some black paint. Me and my mates masked up the car, and yeah, that's how the two-tone happened. My mates who actually helped me are over there, out of frame. Hi! There's a few cryptids over there. I might want to get that checked out. But yeah, I'll discuss some more things that I did with the car. Get some drive-by clips, exhaust sounds, because I actually changed the exhaust a bit. We got rid of the muffler and we just put a VE resonator from a Commodore on it. Me and my mate, another mate at his workshop, he was like, oh yeah, I've got a few spare hot dogs spare. So I'm just like, yeah, sure, let's put it on. So we just welded that onto the back, I lined it up. I think we did a pretty good job. But yeah, the front end, all we needed to do was change the latch on the front with bolts on top, and then yeah, all the other quarter panels just bolt on. I haven't really got all the lights working yet. I don't have parkers or reverse lights, but that's gonna come soon when I have the time. I'll take you around to the tail lights and explain what happened there. So yeah, we put the hot plate tail lights on. Me and one of the mates over there went up to Ballarat to go pick them up. Got a pretty good deal on them. They're usually going for around like 600 for a good pair. I picked these up for 150, I think it was. And it already had the conversion wiring hooked up, so all I had to do was put a plug in, and then we were sorted. Reckon it ties in with the car way more better than the old taillights did. Actually makes it look like a Skyline, not a Pentara. And I'll show you, see if I can show you guys the resonator at the back. There you go. So that's what it is, instead of the old the muffler that I had on it. Another thing that's happened in the past 8 months is all the issues with my diff, because my dumbass decided to weld it about 3 months ago. Then about after, I think it was like 3 weeks after welding it, a piece of the spider welds fell out, got hooked on the crown wheel, and then just got shot out the back cap of the diff. And I had to baby it home. Then we pulled the cap off, cleaned it up, and just welded the cap back together and put it back together. That lasted probably about a month. Then driving away from work, the entire diff just locked up. So we ended up, my dad had to come down with the forklift lift up the back of the car and I was steering in it. And we took it all the way to my dad's work. And I've got 2 big dents in my fuel tank because of that, so a few battle scars. But it sat there for about 2 weeks because I was trying to figure out a place for it to get its diff done. Found a spot, not gonna say where because they put the mini spool in for me. Basically I had a Pintara diff spare, and the Pintara diffs have 4:11 ratios. But you can't just put it straight into the Skyline because their axles are different splines. Because the Skyline have 28 spline axles and the Pintaras have 25. So what he ended up doing was taking the broken welded diff out of my car, completely stripping that down, taking the spider gears out, the crown wheel. Then he took the gear ratios, the crown wheel and the pinion out of the Pintara diff, put those onto the diff that I bought there, the Pintara diff. Oh no, they put it onto my old Skyline one. Then they also put in the mini spool to actually make everything work together. So I'll just cut to some more clips after this. Another thing I put on the car was this little fella on the antenna. Old Mirai antenna topper. So I've been trying to go with period correct styling for this car. And I feel like that antenna topper sort of just ties it all together a bit. And it's also a bit goofy and shit. So I'm like, why not? Just chuck it on the car. Some more things that happened to the car since I've lowered it is I've been airborne in it and it fucking smashed the railing up underneath the car. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, yeah, right there. It's basically exiting a servo on the highway. Right where you get up to 100 and you're looking to like fucking merge onto the highway. There was a little bit on the road that had been reworked and it was basically like a speed bump. So I hit that going 100. My car got airborne and it landed, and my mate driving behind me thought I'd fucked my car, like the oil pan had fallen off, stuff like that. But no, it turns out I just slammed onto my frame rails, and yeah, I've got a permanent battle scar to show for it. So yeah, this is the interior now. Got a different steering wheel on it. Got the bandana wrapped around it. Nothing's really changed in here. Got the manual conversion slowly coming together in my driveway. I've got 3 more things I need to get. Need to get a slave cylinder, some clutch lines, and then the clutch. And then I can start swapping this thing. Tricky part is when I put everything in, I then need to send it off and get the tail shaft machine down, which is going to be fun. But yeah, I've got a bucket seat in my room, but I just need to make a seat bracket for it to actually get mounted in the car. But yeah, I'll take you some cinematic shots of the car, then we'll get some drive-by clips and exhaust sounds. So I'll see you guys for the outro. Hey guys, while editing this video I realized I forgot to fucking record an outro. But I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, like, subscribe. I will hopefully be posting videos more frequently. Maybe getting a new project car, and I'll do a series on that. And if I do anything to the 31, I'll be sure to post it. But yeah, other than that, this will be Flukey Media signing out.